data with respect to 100. That is the meaning of percentage. Okay. Yeah. So as I said, the word refers for calculating the value per 100, and also you know that once you calculate the percentage, which will give you the clear idea about your work, what you've done, or if you want to compare a data, that you can easily compare all the data with respect to percentage. And you know the symbol is percentage, you know the symbol percentage like that. Okay, this is a symbol, and which means that 1 by 100, that is the meaning of it. Even if you want to compare, even if you're doing business, if you want to compare the profit or loss, so what you do is you calculate go for the percentage. If you calculate percentage, you know how much the profit you maybe you get, maybe you got last year, or how much the percentage you lost last year. That all that you can get from the calculating percentage. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? My voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Right. So percentage is very important that want to compare, and we do, or we want to calculate something that that you calculate the percentage. We understood what work we done, or what we want to do, that all that you can get from the calculating percentage. So 20%, which means 20%. The symbol you can express in symbol, like this is a symbol I always used to represent the percentage. So 20% means 1 by 20 by 100. That is the way you can represent the percentage. So as I told that percentage, you come to conclusion. Whatever may be the work, even if if you are written an exam, that you know that you can get the mark. Okay, you can get the percentage, how much percentage. If you want to compare all the students, maybe how much they scored, what you do is you compare the percentage. You take percentage calculate, and you tell that yes, so these students scored more than 80% of the mark, or 20% mark. Or if you have business, if you take the leading businessman, so all that what they do, they calculate the profit. They calculate the profit in the percentage. Right, as you all know that take Reliance Group, Ambani. Okay, they are calculating the profit. Maybe like last month, even they calculate per day all that how much profit they got, how much the amount they got. All that they use the terms percentage. Right, and also you can, if you want to calculate the percentage of increase, the anything, or if maybe is reduced, that you can use the formula percentage of increase the consumption, or maybe the commodity increases. So what to do is you just go for the formula R is the percentage of the increase, percentage increase of the particular items. Okay, that you take R divided by 100 plus R into 100 will give you the percentage increase of the commodity items. And if suppose if the percentage is reducing, so what you do is you take the most similar formula R 100 minus R into 100 will give you the percentage of decrease the consumption, or the population increases. That all that you can calculate using the second one. Or the populations maybe increase at the rate, for example, or percentage. If you want to calculate percentage increase after a few years, or before a few years, that what do we see? Go for the formula P is the population, 1 plus R, percentage rate of increase the population divided by 100 to the whole square n. That is the formula used to calculate the increase in population. And if you want to know this decrease in few years back, if you want to calculate, what you do is just go for the same formula, like P divided by P, again you know that population 1 plus R by 100 whole square n. That is the formula used. Then these are the small conversions you can use. For example, if you want to convert percent to decimal. Okay, for example, 42%, you want to convert in decimal, what to do is 40 divided by 100 will give you the decimal 0.42. Okay, if you want to convert decimal to percent, what you do again, you take 42 into 100 will give you the percent. Or if you want to convert percent to fractions, so if, for example, 42%, if you are converting to fractions, what do is 42 divided by 100, that is the fraction. Or you can simplify the value. Decimal to fraction, as I told, that if you want to convert 1.56 decimal to percentage, as I told, you just multiply with the 100. If you multiply with the 100, you can get the decimal to that percentage. It is the useful table actually. You can get the fraction decimal or decimal to fraction that I can get the data from this table. So this table is very useful. You can convert percentage to decimal or decimal to fractions. Whatever data that you can use this table can get the values. For example, the problem, right? Now we move to the problems asked in various the exams. For example, the population of town increased from 1,75,000 to 2,62,500 in a decade. A decade means 10 years, right? So the average percent increase of population per year is. So what they're asking, the average percent increase of population per year is. So what is the population increase per year? So they said the initial population is 1,75,000. Okay, initial population 1,75,000, which is increased in last 10 years. 2,62,500 in a decade in last 10 years. But they're asking the average percent increase of population per year. So what you do is just to get the population increase in last 10 years. So what you do is you get the population increase in last 10 years. How do you know that? Take the increased population in the last 10 years, 2,62,500 minus the population before 10 years, 1,75,000. So if you subtract this value 1,75,000 from 2,62, you can get 87,500. So population increased in last 10 years 87,500. Now you got the population increased, but they're asking the average percent. Okay, but you calculated how much the population increased. Now you get the percentage. First you get the how much the percentage is increased. So 87,500 divided by the initial population 1,75,000. If you simplify this value, you can get 50%. So 87,500 by initial population 1,75,000 into 100 will give you the percentage of population increased. So 50% is increase in last 10 years. But they're asking the average percent increase of population per year. They're asking per year. So what you do is take the population increase in last 10 years, 50 divided by 10, because you know that 10 years, take it 10 years. So 50 by 10 give you the population increased per year. So 50 by 10. So 5% is increased per year. So population increased 5% in the year. So what is the option? B. So option B is correct. So what you did actually, you take in the population 10 years after 10 years and you take the initial population, subtracted, you got the value that you convert into percentage. 50%. That 50% again divided by 10 years because that 50% increase in 10 years. So divided by 10 give you the population increased in 1 year or per year. Okay. Next problem. Raju buys good worth rupees 6,650. He gets a rebate of 6%. Rebate means bonus or discount, like that you can take it. Okay, he gets a rebate of 6% on it. After getting the rebate, he pays sales tax 10%. Find out the amount he will have to pay for the goods. So Raju buys some goods. Okay, the cost is around 6,050. He gets a rebate, like a discount, 6%. So after getting rebate, he pays 10% tax. Then find out the amount he want to pay. So now what you do is, now you get the 6% in 6,650 because he get the discount, right? And you get the 6% in 6,650. So how you get the 6% 6,650? So 6% means 6 by 100. You know that, right? 6% means 6 by 100. If 7% means 7 by 100. 20% means 20 by 100. That is the meaning of it. So now we get the 6% in 6,650. So 6 by 100 into 6,650. So what is that discount he got? 399 rupees he got the discount. Now you subtract this discount from the goods, that amount. 6,650 minus 399. You know that 6,151. Now what is that worth of the goods? Now after 6% rebate, that is discount, 6,251. Now he want to pay 10% tax for this amount. Like now we are all paying this GST, you know, we are all paying GST. Now the GST increased for all electronic items. They increased 12% to 28%, especially printer, computer, like that. They increased GST. So every year they revise the GST. Okay, the tax they revise for some items, they increase for some items, they reduce for some items. Okay, so now what happens? He got the worth around 6,650 and got discount 6% is reduced. Now the amount is 6,151. He has to pay 10% tax for this amount, 6,151. Now what is the 10% in 6,151? How to calculate that 10%? Anyone, can you tell that? How to get the 10% in 6,151? What is the formula? Anybody else? How to get the 10% or the percentage? If you want to get the percentage of the particular amount. Anybody else? Please unmute yourself and tell that how to get 10% of the amount from 6,151. Right. Okay. So 10 by 100. So 6,151 into 100 by 10 by 100, which is the 10. To simplify this value, what you can get? 625. 625.105. This is the 10% in 6,151. Okay. Now, what you do is, now add this tax. What is the tax amount he has to pay? 625. What is that worth of the goods? 6,151. Now add this tax to these goods, the amount of the goods. Okay. Now add these two values. What we can get? 6,876 rupees and 10 paise he has to pay for the goods he bought that goods. Okay. 6,876. What is the option? That is the option 6,876.10 paise. Where is it? Option A. So option A is correct. So first problem we discussed regarding the population increased in the town. Second one, if you buy some products, some things, okay. Now you know that there maybe give you discount. So now you have to pay tax. All that is taken into consideration. So this is the problem. Will give you an idea about how much you are paying for your the goods. Okay. Right. We go for the third one. 3 candidates contested an election and received 1,136, 7,636 and 11,628 votes respectively. What percentage of the total votes did he winning candidate get? So another very interesting the problem. So 3 candidates, of course, got the vote. One person got 1,136 votes, and the second person got 7,636 votes, and third person got 11,628 votes respectively. What percentage of the total votes did the winning candidate gets? You know that if you take these 3 values, these 3 data, you know who won this election. Who won this election? Any idea? Who won the election? Take these 3 votes. The person who got highest vote got maybe won the election. So as per these 3 data, the person who got 11,628 won the election. But they're asking what percentage of the vote he received. This is what they're asking. So what you do is, now you get the total votes polled actually. Total votes polled. How do you know that? If you know total votes polled and you take the winning candidate votes into 100 will give you the percentage of votes he received. Correct? Am I right or not? So total votes polled you calculate, and you know that the votes, of course, received by the winning candidate 11,628. Now add this value 1,136 plus 7,636 plus 11,628. These are all polled votes actually. So if you add these 3 votes, actually, there are no values, you get 20,400. So total votes polled 20,400. How much the votes polled actually? 20,400 votes polled, and you know that the third person, like the 11,628 person got the votes, of course, won the election. Now you get the percentage. Now you take that person won the election, 11,000 got the votes. You know that 11,628 divided by total votes polled. How much? 20,400 into 100 will give you the percentage of votes, of course, received by the winning candidate. So 11,628 divided by 20,400 into 100 will give you the 57 percentage. So the winning candidate got 57 percentage vote he of course received. You got it? Do you have any doubt? Anybody else want to say something? Right. So next problem is almost related to the previous problem actually. In an election between two candidates, one got 55% of the total valid votes. 20% percentage of the votes were invalid. If the total number of votes was 7,500, the number of valid votes that the other candidate got was. So there are two persons contesting election. That one person got 50% of the total valid votes, and 20% of the votes were invalid. The total number of votes was 7,500. The number of valid votes that the other candidate got was. So now I hope you understood. The total votes polled 7,500. You know that as per the problem, 20% votes are invalid. So now you get the 20% of the votes in 7,500. So how much? How much the valid votes? Anybody else? So total votes polled 7,500. You know that in 7,500, 20% votes are invalid. Now you get the 20% in 7,500. How much? 20% 7,500. 1,500 votes. So 1,500 votes are invalid. 1,500 votes are invalid because you know that 10% is the 750 and 20% is the 1,500. So now you subtract the invalid votes from the total votes polled actually. So 7,500 minus 1,500 give you the 60. That is no, that is 80% vote, or you can say 6,000 votes are valid. Even though 7,500 votes are polled actually, 1,500 votes of course invalid is rejected. So now you know that 6,000 of course votes are polled. Now you know that in 6,000, 55% are valid. Okay, remaining 45% votes are received by the another candidate. So this 6,000, you know that 55% got that one person, remaining 45% got the another person. Now we calculate the 45% because they're asking the other person got how much the vote. So now we get the 45% of 6,000. If you get the value like the 45% of 6,000 or 20% of some numbers, what to do is 20 by 100 into the particular value. So 45% of 6,000 means how you can write 45 divided by 100 into 6,000 give you the that votes received by the another candidate. So 45, how you can write 45 percentage? 45 divided by 100 of means it multiplies. That's the meaning of it. So 45 divided by 100 into 6,000 give you the other person got the vote. So 2,700 votes. So other person received 2,700 votes. So that 55%, that one person got the vote, which means around 3,300. The other person got the vote. How much? 2,700. So what is the option? Option A is correct. Option A is correct. Okay. So do you have any doubt? Right. So go to another problem. What percentage of numbers from 1 to 7 have 1 or 9 in the units digits? So you take 1 to 70 numbers. you get the number which ends with 1 and the 9. Okay, so if you calculate these numbers, you take from 1 to 70. So 1, 9, 11, 19, 21, 29, 31, 39, 41, 49, like that. 51, 59, and 61, 69. So if you calculate these numbers, 14 numbers between 1 to 70. Then they're asking the percentage. So 14 numbers, okay, that 1 or 9 digit in the in 70 numbers. So 14 by 70 in the 100 will give you the percentage of the numbers 1 or 9 in the digits. So 14 by 70 into 100 will give you the value. So 20. Okay, so where is the option? C. So 20 is the correct answer. Okay. So any doubt? Doubt இருக்குங்களா?
No, sir.
Right. So the next one, the fruit seller had some apples. Okay, he don't have idea that he had some apples, and he sells 40% apples. He almost sells 40% apples, and still he has 420 apples. Originally he had, so he had some apples and he sold 40%. Still he had he has 420 apples. So how much he had the originally? This is what they are asking. Okay, right. Now you take that, for example, 40% he sold. Okay, which means he has remaining 60% apple. That is the meaning of it. That we don't know that numbers x, you take it as x for some numbers. Okay, so he has remaining 60% apple. So what you can do is, so 100 minus 40, because he sold the percentage of x, some apple that initially had some x, we don't know actually, that is equal to 420. Or you can write 60%, you can write 60% of x, that is equal to 420, because we don't know that initial how much you had the apple, so you take it as x. Okay, so 100 minus 40 percentage of x will give you the 420 apples. Now you know 100 minus 40 60% means 60 by 100 into x. We don't know the initially had apple, so x is equal to 420. So now you just simplify this value. So 60 by 100, you know that 3 by 6. If you divide with 20, 3 by 5. Okay, then now you take this LCM. So if you simplify this value, 60 plus x, 3x. Okay, 3 goes here and you simplify this value, so you get 700. I hope you all comfortable in multiplication, addition, subtraction, all that. As well 700. So that he had 700 apples. So initially he had 700 apples. Now you can check. No, you can check that values. For example, if he had 700 apples, he sold 40% apple. You know how much the 40% in 700? Anyone, can you tell how much the 40% in 700? How to calculate? Anyone? Can you reply? How to calculate 40%? How to get 40% in 700? 700. Yes, please proceed. 700 into 40 divided by 100. If you simplify this value, what you can get? 40 by 100, 2 by 5. If you divide 700 divided with the 5, how much you can get? 700 divided by 5. Anybody else?
140.
Okay. So 140. 700 divided by 5, 1. That is for 140. Yes, correct. So 140. Then into 40%, you don't know, into 2. 140 into 2, how much?
280.
280. Now you subtract the 280 from 700. How much? 280 from 700. How much?
420.
Yes. So 420. Correct. Now the answer is correct. Now you can cross check the values. So he had 700 apple and sold 40%. You know 40% is 280. So subtract that 280. Now he got 420 apples. After sold the 40%, he had a 420 apples. Now the answer is correct. We initially had a 700 apples. Now the answer is correct. 700. So option D is correct. Okay. So next one, the two students appeared at an examination. One of them secured 9 marks more than the others, and his mark was 56% of the sum of their marks. The marks obtained by them are. So what they're asking, one student got 9 marks, the other student got more than 9 marks. For example, take X. One student got X mark, the other person got X plus 9, because there's two students of course scored marks. X one student and X plus 9 is another student. The mark was about 56% of some of their marks. Okay. Now what you do is let you take that X and X plus 9. That is the mark scored by the two candidates. Okay. So now you take X plus 9, which is equal to 56% mark they scored. 56 divided by 100 into X plus 9, that one candidate plus X. That was the two candidates scored 56% mark. Now simplify this value. Simplify this value. 56 divided by 100 divided by 4. Both the numbers, you get 25. Okay. To simplify this value, you can get 3x is equal to 99, x equal to 33. So x means 33. So one student got 33 marks and another student got x plus 9, right? So 33 plus 9, 42. So the answer is 42 and 33. So option C is correct. Okay. So do you have any doubt? So far we discussed the few problems in percentage. This I left a few problems actually. They're going for another topic, data interpretation. There's another topic is also very interesting. So in data interpretation, they give you a graph. They give you graph or some data. So based on the data, you have to answer. Okay. So for example, a line graph or a pie graph or the just a minute, it's loading. So that definitely I'm sure I just referred a few question papers. They asked a few questions from the data interpretation. Almost all the competition they're asking, of course, question from the data interpretations. So I give you graph actually. They give you graph like probably line graph or maybe bar graph. Some data will be given. So based on the data, you have to answer. Okay. Yeah, it's uploading. A few minutes. Yeah. Yes. So do you have any doubt? Yes. So do you have any doubt in percentage? Is it visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Right. The next topic, data interpretation. So the data will be given, okay, table or graph or some data will be given. So based on data, they'll ask you 4 or 5 questions. So you have to answer no, to those questions. Okay. Right. For example, here I'm taken the problems of the expenditure of a company in lakhs. Okay. For over the 5 years. So I've taken 1998 to 2002. The company spent the money for these expenditures. For example, salary, fuel and transport, bonus, interest on loans, and taxes. So if you want to run, for example, in future, if you want to run a company, So you have to spend the money for these items: salary, fuel and transports, bonus, interest on loans and taxes, all that. Okay, so 1998 to 2002, they taken a data. So salary, you know that in 1990 they given 288 and 2002 they given 400 like that, and fuel and all that. Please, you take all the data. These data are very important. Now, what they're asking, what is the average? Okay, just a minute. So, what is the average? First question: what is the average amount of interest per year which the company had to pay during the period? They're asking the average, how much they are paying average the interest for loan. So what to do is, now you take that amount paid for tax in all the years 1998 to 2002. So average means, you know that to take that given data and divided by the particular period, give you the average. Right. So now they're asking the average percentage amount per year which the company had to pay during the this period. So they're asking the interest. Now you take that in 1998, 23.4 lakhs they paid the interest, and up to 2002, you know that 49.4. So what you do is just add all the value, the interest paid by the company for 5 years. So 23.4, 32.5, 41.6, and 36.4 and 41. If you add all the values, I know that 5 years they're paying for 5 years. So add this value to be 5, give you the that average that interest they paid by a company. So if you know that, if you calculate this value, right? Sorry. Yeah, right. So if you add all the values, you know that 183.3 by 5. If you simplify this value, you can get 36.66 lakhs. So average the interest paid for loans is 36.66 lakhs. Where is the answer? D. Option D is correct. Next question. The total number of the total amount of bonus paid by the company during the given period is approximately what percentage of the total amount of salary paid during this period? So they're asking the total amount of bonus paid. The amount of the bonus paid by the company is approximately what percentage of the total amount of salary paid during the year. So what you do is, how you take the amount of bonus paid by the company divided by the amount of the salary paid by the company last 5 years into 100 will give you the percentage that bonus paid, that percentage equal to or approximately equal to the salary paid by the company. So now if you add the values, the bonus paid, you know that previous table, you know that bonus paid, how about the bonus paid 3 lakhs in 1998, 2.52 lakhs, and 3.84, 3.68, and 3.96. It's a bonus paid by the company the last 5 years. And then next one, salary. How much the salary paid? 288 lakhs, 342 like that. Go up to 420. Now you add the data, right? The bonus paid by the company divided by the salary paid by the company into 100 will give you the percentage. If you simplify this value, for example, that numerator value is 17 and denominator value is 1710 into 100 will give you the percentage. So 1%. So the bonus paid by the company is approximately equal to the 1% equal to salary paid by the company. Third one, total expenditure on all these items in 1998 was approximately what percentage of the total expenditure in 2002? So you take only 1998. Expenditure of these items is equal to 98 and which is equal to or the approximate is equal to 2002. So you take 1998 and 2002 total expenditure. Okay, now you take the first one. Okay, total expenditure in 1998. So what to do is now add the amount paid for the salary, the amount paid for the fuel, and amount paid for the bonus, and amount paid to the interest and tax. So take all the amount in 1998. Likewise, take the 2002 like that you add. So what you can get in 2002. So take that values. If you add these values, 998 and denominator, you know that if you simply in the 100 will give you the that 998 is equal to or approximate to 2002. So 69%. So the option is C is correct if you simply with this value. If you understood the logic is enough. Okay. Yeah. Now I think it's better clarity. So do you have any doubt? If they're asking the equal, the given one data they're asking is which is equal to or approximately, you take the another value. So the given data, take it as numerator and take another value in the denominator. You get that percentage or the ratio you can calculate. Okay. The next one, the total expenditure of the company over these items during the year 2000 is. Total expenditure of the company over these items during the year 2000. So you take only 2000. They're asking the amount, not the percentage. You be clear what they're asking is very, very important. They're asking the percentage or the amount. So they're asking the amount paid, amount they spent for in 2000. Okay. The total expenditure of the company over the item during the year 2000. So what to do is you add the amount spent for salary, tax, and fuel and transport, and of course the interest. So if you add all the values, you get the total amount spent by the company in 2000. Okay, so now in 2000, you know that salary 2,324 and 101 lakh they spent for fuel and transport, 3.8 for bonus, and 41.6 for loan, and 74 lakhs for the tax. If you add all the values, you know that how much they spent in 2000. Okay, so 544.44 lakhs they spent in 2000. Okay, so the option A is correct. Option A is correct. Okay, the next one, the ratio between the total expenditure on a tax for all the years and the total expenditures on fuel and transport all the years respectively is approximately. So again, they're asking two. They given two datas. They're asking what they're asking the ratio. So ratio they're asking. So ratio between the total expenditure on tax for all the years and fuel and transport. They're asking the tax and fuel and transport. So you take these two data only. Tax for how much the tax paid for last 5 years, and of course fuel and transport how much they paid for the last 5 years. You take these two data only. Okay. Now you take from 1998 to 2002 tax they paid, okay, by the company. So 83, 108, 74 lakhs, 88 lakhs, and 98 lakhs in 2002. Likewise, fuel and transport take from 1998 to 2002, 698, 112, 101 lakhs, 133 lakhs, and 142 lakhs. So if you sum these values, you know that 451 lakhs that paid for the tax and 586 lakhs that paid for the fuel and transport. If you simplify this value, you get 1 divided by 1.3. They convert into ratio. So for that, what you do is you multiply the same numbers 10. If you put the 10 and the denominator also 10, you get 10 divided by 30. So 10 is to 13 ratio. The tax and fuel and transport is, of course, 10 is to 13 ratio. The next one. So here they given the data, the students who appeared in the competitive exam. So we given 5 states: Delhi, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, and Haryana. The students who appeared for the competitive exam appeared, qualified, and selected students for the competitive exam from 1994 to 1998. So These are the given data. So 5 states they taken from 1997. The mistake 1998, 97 to 2001. Sorry, there is a small mistake here. Okay, but anyway, they mentioned 994, 998. Okay, okay. Right. So you take 1997 to 2001. Okay, given data. So that every state that they given appeared student, candidate, qualified candidate, and selected candidate in all these 5 states actually. The first question: for which state the average number of candidates selected over the year is the maximum? So what they're asking, first question, the average number of candidates selected is maximum. So you take only selected candidate in the all 5 states. Get the percentage of selected students. Will give you the that state which of course the students selected is maximum. So you get the average. So what you do is Delhi get the percentage. The selected candidate in Delhi from 1997 to 2001. Likewise, Himachal Pradesh from 1997 to 2001, you get the selected candidate percentage, like there are all 5 states. So in Delhi, you take the selected candidate percentage 80, sorry, 94, 48, 82, 90, 70. If you sum this value and divided by 5, give you the average selected candidate in the Delhi. So 76.8. In Himachal Pradesh, likewise, as I said already, you sum all the 5 that data of selected candidate divided by 5, give you the average selected candidate in Himachal Pradesh, and then Uttar Pradesh 72.2, and of course Punjab 72.8. For Haryana, I think is 76 something. Okay. Now compare this value. You know that Delhi. So Delhi, of course, the selected candidate is maximum 76.8. The remaining states 75.6, 72. So it's lower than the what is that, Delhi. So option A is correct. So Delhi, the selected candidate is maximum. Next one, the percentage of candidates qualified from Punjab over the appeared from Punjab over the appeared from Punjab in the highest year. So what they're asking, the percentage of candidate qualified from Punjab over the appeared from Punjab is highest. So they're asking the highest percentage of these candidates is qualified in Punjab the last 5 years. Which year the percentage of the candidate is qualified is highest in the given 5 years. So what you do is you get the percentage of the qualified student, qualified candidate in all 5 years from 1997 to 2001. You calculate the percentage of students qualified from 1997 to 2001. Okay, so you know that 1997 680 students qualified. How many students appeared? 8,200. So the percentage is 8.29. 1998 8.82. 1999 8.08. 2000 9.23. 2001 8.5. Okay. Now, what is the highest percentage in the among this 5 data? 8.29 to 8.5. 9.23 is the highest percentage. So 9.23% qualified in 2000. So 2000 in 2000, 9.23% is qualified in Punjab. So option D is correct. Option D is correct. Okay. Okay. Next one. In the year 1997, which state had the lowest percentage of candidates selected over the candidate appeared? So they're asking only in 1997, which state has the lowest percentage of the candidates selected over the candidates appeared? So what do you say? So you get the percentage of selected students in all 5 states over the appeared student from Delhi and Haryana. Okay, so now Delhi, calculate the percentage of the students, of course, selected in Delhi. Okay, so you take only you take only 1997, you get the percentage of students selected in all 5 states. So further, what you do is you take the 1997 only. You know that in 1997, 94 students selected in Delhi, appeared 8,000 students. So 8,000, 94 divided by 8,000 into 100 will give you the percentage of selected candidate in 1997, of course, in Delhi. Like that, Himachal Pradesh, UP, Punjab, and Haryana you have to calculate. Now you got all the data. So 1.175 percentage in Delhi in 1997, selected candidate. 1.051 in of course Himachal Pradesh. 1.040 in Uttar Pradesh. 1.037% in Punjab, and 1.172% in Haryana. So they're asking lowest percentage. Where is lowest percentage? Punjab, because 1.013. So that number of candidates selected, or the percentage of candidates selected in among 5 states is Punjab, 1.037. So option D is correct. The next one, the number of candidates selected from Haryana during the period under review is approximately what percentage of the selected from Delhi during this period. So they're asking the number of candidates selected from Haryana during that period under review is approximately what percentage of the number of selected in Delhi. So now you take Haryana and Delhi. So as I told to you, if given 2 data that they're asking, if they are comparing 2 data and they're asking the percentage, means you take the first that no as data, you take it in numerator, next data you take it in a denominator. So you take a Haryana, selected candidate in Haryana in last 5 years, and you take selected candidate in Delhi last 5 years, then give you the approximate percentage. So you know that the selected candidate in Haryana, 75, that candidate selected in 1997, 75 again in 1998. Okay, like that. So like that is go up to the 2001. In Haryana, likewise, you just go for Delhi, 1997 to of course 2001. You take the data, simplify this value, you get 88.54 percentage. So 88.54 percentage. So Haryana, of course, that approximate percentage is with the Delhi is 88.5%. That is it, 88.5%, option D. So option D is correct. The next one, the percentage of candidates selected from UP over those qualified from UP is higher. So the percentage of candidate selected from Uttar Pradesh over those qualified from Uttar Pradesh and highest in the year. So they're asking the percentage of the selected candidate in UP, which year that the percentage selected candidate is higher in UP, Uttar Pradesh. So now you do what you do is you take the that all 5 years and get the percentage of selected candidate. Compare the values. You can get the percentage of increased in which is in 1998. So in 1998, the percentage is 10.71, which is the highest percentage, of course. The students is qualified in Uttar Pradesh. So let me stop now. So if you have any doubt, please ask your doubt. Yes. If we stop now, I will have 5 more minutes. So if you have any doubt, I'm ready to clarify your doubts regarding percentage or regarding the data interpretation. So in percentage, they give you some data. Based on data, they ask you the percentage. In data interpretation, they give you data like either graph or bar graph or data will be given. So based on the data, they ask you minimum 5 questions, and each question carry 2 marks. If you have any doubt, yes, most welcome. Anybody else? So over to you. Do you have any doubt?